Good morning, everybody. Um, Last night was a really bad night, and part of me feels like a horrible person. I don't know if some of you out there are just not morning people or not the type of person that wake up. You are just ready to go. You're awake. Everything's aligned in your head. You're just ready to face whatever is in front of you. I am not that person. I am one of those people that I have to have coffee or I have to have time to wake up. I have to try. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. My cousin's fiance is singing to himself. It's kind of funny. Anyway, um, but I'm just not one of those people that can just wake up and be like, okay, let's face the day. Um, it just doesn't happen for me. But anyway, middle of the night, my one son comes and wakes me up. I don't know, it's like 1:30 in the morning, maybe. I don't know, super early. And he wakes me up frantic. And at this point, I'm thinking something's wrong with my younger diabetic son. So I'm trying to, like, okay, what's going on? It had nothing to do with a health issue, it had everything to do with fighting over PlayStation usage because it's 1:30 in the morning. And why not fight over it? Because, yeah, my children should be in bed sleeping. And they were, but apparently they decided to wake up and WWE it because mom looked pretty restful, and she just needed to wake up and join the fight. So anyway, he comes out and he's kind of going crazy, and um, I want to play, and Eli's doing this, and blah 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 blah, and I'm just kind of like, wait, what? Like, what time is it? And what are we doing at 1:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever? We're having a Jerry Springer moment. Like, why is this happening? Well, then here comes the other child, and he's crying and he's upset, and I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, did you get hurt? Like, at this point, I'm still like half asleep, so I don't even know what's going on. Like, seriously, the house could be burning down. I'd be like, wake me up when it's over, because I'm just not that person to wake up and just be all hands on deck. So anyway, long story short, um, they're arguing over this being able to play on the PlayStation, whatever. Um, and I guess what really happened is my younger son fell asleep on the couch, had been asleep for a few hours, and the other son did not want to sleep anymore. So he decided to get up and go jump on the couch on his younger brother's legs and wake him up and just say, dude, you need to move. You're on the couch. I'm going to play PlayStation. So then the younger son was like, wait a minute, what? You just jumped on me. You hurt my legs. And now you want me to move? You want me to be comfortable somewhere else when I was comfortable sleeping here? So that's how the fight started, whatever. So the two of them going back and forth, blah, 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 whatever. And I was so upset. I was so mad, so frustrated. Like, the two of them are going at it. I hate you. Um, I don't like you. Like, I can't believe that you're doing this to me. You're supposed to be my brother. Now you're my enemy. Like, it's just words are being thrown around like mud. And I'm getting more agitated and more agitated. And mind you, like I said, I'm not the type of person to wake up and be like, hey, let's do this. I'm in zombie state. Like, I just, whatever. So I was so mad, and I was trying to corral the one child and try to figure out what in God's holy name was going on. the other child spouting off. And I got so mad I went to punch the pillow because I was like, oh, like I just needed to scream. I was having that moment and I didn't want to wake up the rest of my fam in this house. And I accidentally hit my son's knee. I did not strike my child on purpose. Like went to like punch down on something. Like I mean, all of you out here have to know, like, there's a moment where you just get so mad and you just want to punch a pillow or whatever. And I was trying to take care of this part of the situation, and everything kept escalating, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was just like a volcano ready to erupt. And so I punched the pillow, I thought, while he moved his leg. And of course, I did not get the pillow, and I felt horrible. So now my child wants to move out because he says, it's always like this. I'm so tired of the fighting. Like, there's supposed to be peace in this house, and there's not. Hello, Nancy. There's not peace because you decided to jump on your brother's legs in the middle of the night and tell him to move where he was comfortable to somewhere else. Like, you can get upset at me for saying the truth, but all of this happened because you jumped on your brother's legs. And somehow all of this is my fault. And I'm a bad mom because of it. I feel horrible for accidentally striking his knee. I wasn't trying to strike his knee. I was trying to like throw my fist down because I was like, hey, listen, we're not doing this at 1:30 in the morning. That was what my stance was. So, of course, now, he's going to run to grandparents and tell them that I punched him, which I did not. Not really. I wasn't, whatever. It was a mess. So, I got my younger son calmed down, the one who's diabetic. And for those of you who are not familiar with diabetes or type 1 diabetes or any of that, everything affects the body when you have type 1 diabetes. So stress will just completely escalate. See, I can't even talk because it's too early. Completely escalate things in that body. Like, it will just, it's like a ticking time bomb. You light the fuse, stress comes on, explosion. So I'm trying to get him calmed down. I finally get him calmed down. And he says, Mom, I'm sorry. I said things I should not have. I love you. I'm sorry. And he's crying. And I feel absolutely horrible for him because I'm like, oh, I missed that golden opportunity in the middle of the night to show them how to appropriately respond to frustration and anger. I completely missed that. Like, it went right out the window. Bye-bye. And I should have done better at showing them how to deal with that. Both of them. Like, hey, this is how we deal with this. But I'm sorry, at 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning, I'm not trying to sit down and have a board meeting with them and bring out all of the data that shows them how we normally and calmly deal with things, because I'm not even awake. I am a walking zombie trying to fix a situation that I don't even know what's going on. And I'm in a state of mind that I'm like, just put me back to sleep, duke it out. Like, at this point, I was like, whatever, I don't even care. Like, there's rags in the bathroom. If you cause the other one to bleed, go help the other one clean up. Like, I'm just, and I know that sounds mean and ruthless, and that's not how I feel. But when you have two children that are explosive with their words because they've been through trauma and they have things that they're dealing with mentally and physically, sometimes you just want to just leave the boxing ring and wish for the best. And the stress affects me in a very severe way. And I don't say, hey guys, let me tell you what's going on with my body. Let me tell you what's going on with mom. Like, I know you guys are right now so self-centered because you're a normal teenage boy and that's what you do. Like, I get it, but let me explain to you what I'm feeling. Because I could not go back to sleep for a few hours. I think I finally got to bed like, I don't know, 4, maybe. I don't know. I stayed up and played on my phone and scrolled Facebook and whatever. Um, but that's what I did, and I couldn't sleep for a long time. And so then I got up and I did sleep for maybe, I don't know, an hour. And now I'm up again. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I'm making coffee. I'm up before the birds are up. Maybe I'll start sprinkling some seeds on the ground to prepare their breakfast for them because I got nothing better to do. But as a parent, it is so hard to live in that moment every single day. Like, I do everything I can to try to create peace, and I try to make things easier for them, the most to the most advantage that I possibly can. Um, when I say what I'm about to say, no, my children are not lazy. Some of the time, but it helps me when I help them because my peace is better. So yes, they do clean up their room sometimes. And yes, they do help sometimes. But I live by that phrase, pick your battles. If I know my peace is compromised at the moment, and it's because I just cleaned the room and now there's dirty dishes and if and there's clothes all over the floor and the room's a mess, and I know that if I ask them, the one child who has explosive behavior is going to scream at me and just come at me like a bull seeing red. I'm going to choose to just pick it up, take care of things, and walk the other way. Because I have just in that moment saved about 20 to 30 minutes of fighting. And I can't do this fighting. Like, I just can't. I fight every single day in different ways, mentally and emotionally. I'm not going to physically fight. And if I can save myself 20 to 30 minutes of fighting physically with a child because he's got a behavior disorder that he did not ask for and he is being defiant because I'm making the situation worse somehow, I'm just going to go do it. Okay? You can judge me all you want. Y'all can sit there and tell me that I'm not doing the right thing as a mom, but I am looking for peace in the most desperate possible way right now. And if that brings me peace, I'm going to run after it. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm creating lazy little humans because I'm not. Because they're both very sweet boys. In their core, they're very sweet and they can be selfless and giving and generous. But when those times don't arise, I'm not going to sit there and try to pick at them to make that moment come up. Instead, I'm going to pick my battle, do the right thing that brings me peace, and walk away. And most of the time, they de-escalate and they come back and they realize, you know what, I was wrong and I'm sorry. And we move on. That's how things work. But today, or last night, or whatever, middle of the night, whatever you want to call it, I was the one that was struggling mentally and emotionally. My boys are back asleep. They are peacefully sleeping. And I love it because I can drink coffee with the quiet. There's no school today. They're sleeping in. It is what it is. But I'm the one that's struggling now. I'm the one that is emotionally just torn to pieces because I missed that golden opportunity in the middle of the night when I was in zombie mode to teach them how to de-escalate and do the right thing. So I will be making up for it today and apologizing that I did not show them the correct way of handling that stress because the two of them have not seen a proper way to handle stress. And I'm not saying like not from me, but in their life, they've had people in their life that haven't shown them the proper way of handling situations or stress or turmoil or trauma. They haven't had that from certain people. And so therefore my job is even harder because I got to make up for those people that didn't show them the proper way to try to teach them the correct way. And I completely failed that last night. So am I wrong for thinking that hopefully all this will just come to a conclusion and be soft and peaceful, and the energy will be vibrant? Like, am I wrong for hoping that this is a pipe dream I have that I'm hoping will come true? I don't know, but I'm going to do my best to just pick myself up, grab some more coffee, unwind, and keep going forward.